is my message. This is the key. Our thoughts. Our thoughts are us. We are our thoughts. Thoughts are powerful. They are our spiritual food. I am the answer to my thoughts. I am a female. Without us, there's no procreation, period. We are mothers. We're sisters, daughters, wives, maids, lovers, revenue earners, a soul, God's creation, image of love. Why in the name of heaven do we think anything else? Thank you.
Is there any questions? Yes, I have a question. This isn't really a question. Is this on? I was going to say I love your statement about your perfect cooking path. I think that sums it up so wonderfully. Our paths are imperfect. They're crooked. And I must say that having had cancer twice, I don't know how I managed that. I'm really inspired to talk next year about my journey because mine also was miraculous and very flawed. You know, like full of fear and all sorts of things, and also knowing about of God. And the second time I actually wasn't afraid. So thank you so much for your story. And I think next year I'm going to talk about everything under the sun in every session. So
Thank you so much. I just want to touch someone else and the word goes wrong because it's so important of the self-love.
yes.
It doesn't matter what we have, and and not lip service. We actually have to feel it.
Yeah.
My process was actually, I'm exaggerated, but I think it took me close to 10 years. I used to say that, oh, I have everything, I have a great job, I this, I that, I travel, I'm happy, blah, blah, blah. But the mere fact that I was repeating those words or saying those words, I wasn't really convinced. It's an internal process.
It is.
It really is. So thank you very much.
Anybody wants to share their experience?
Okay, Sadie, you're amazing. When I met Sadie, the first thing I said to her was, the message I've received about her that she's a star child. And there is a term, people that are like not from this earth, they're called star children.
Come here.
Yeah, she likes me, that's all. So when I met you, honey, first thing came to my mind that you're a star child, and I meant every word. And after she told me briefly her story, just little parts, she was keeping a secret till today, tell me the rest. I kept thinking to myself, like, and actually that's a question I wanted to ask you. My biggest question for you was, in the time or in the moments of your darkest hours and the darkest struggles, regardless of your family being there very supportive of you and everything, was there any moments when you really lost your hope? Because you know how they say hope dies last. And that's the one thing in this life, hope dies last. I just want to know, do you remember? I'm sure you do. And tell us more about the hope and the faith and the whole thing.
I never lost my hope. It was the key to my success. Because when the doctor walked in, he couldn't look at me. He couldn't look at me because he was so emotional. And I didn't know it was cancer because I had that small hope that it was a fibroid. But in my heart, I knew something was wrong. Because I did inside everybody. I went to lots of doctors and they said, 90% chance non-cancerous, but I didn't believe them. Why? I never questioned the medical system. So when Dr. Ali looked up and said all these things about cancer, mastectomy, all these things, I didn't even know what those words were. I forgot about him, and my husband wasn't there anymore. He was sitting beside me. I literally drifted, and called out to God. And it's my mind went somewhere because I knew 1,000,000% that I was being taken care of. And when that nurse showed up, she was actually had a Jamaican accent. And when that nurse showed up, and who preaches at a hospital? We're talking about Toronto. Like, who does that? And showed up in front of me and saying with conviction. And then and doctors holding your hand and going to the surgery room, and my eyes actually closed, looking into her pupil. I knew, because for me it didn't really matter who humans were around. That Dr. Ali and his staff was being protected. They were working through the forces of the greater source. And so I never lost hope, and that was the key. But it was a struggle actually concentrated sometimes during chemo, because my body was broken, mind, body, and spirit. I couldn't concentrate on praying. I felt like a zombie. And my Swamiji said to me that every level is broken down, and I had to rebuild from every level. You know, I never lost hope, and that was the key.
This is just a statement, Satya. I dearly love you. I just want to tell you that it actually really touched my heart. Many stories does touch my heart when I hear the real ones. It actually made me really touched, and I just want you to kindly continue sharing your story, because it will help a lot of people, many, and inspire many. And I am so happy that when I met you, when we rushed here to the program, everybody have their own thoughts in their minds, and they didn't have time to smile. But you, out of the crowd, you shine. You came, you talked, you laughed, you smiled, and then you never stopped not to smile. You know, many are entangled in their work and everything, and some doesn't have time to smile because they're entangled in their thoughts. But you took that time, and I knew there is something. Immediately connected. And I really love you. I'm so thankful you shared this story, and I'm so happy that I came and listened to your story. Please do kindly continue, because I know there are many out there who would get inspired by the story, and they will have strength. If I may add just one more thing to you, Sadie. When people go through such transitions like you did, there is only for one reason. Because God had a higher purpose for that. And God has a mission for those people. And it's been proven over the centuries. This is nothing new, nothing that we just came up. It's been proven for centuries and thousands of years. God has his instruments. It's us people. After your story and getting to know your personal level here at the conference, it was clear to me that you do, and you know what the purpose is, we discussed it even yesterday. So I see huge humanitarian work for you. You are here on a mission, and that's why you're here standing right before us and telling us your story. I truly believe in you, and you know what? There is something more greater than everything else going to come out of these stories. Plus, what you guys don't know about Sadie, she's a real humanitarian. She helped many people. It guided to that gentleman, miracle of God, John of God. And I actually considering 99.9% next year to go with her and meet him. And as well to other people that need his help. Like, you're amazing, you're a catalyst now. You're bringing these people to this and these miracles. I know a friend of mine went there, and it's not easy to get there. She sacrificed her time, she takes off from her job without any pay. I'm sorry, I have to share this because she's too modest. She takes off from work without any pay to take people that are in need of help. So what this guy tells you, that this woman is alive because she needs to do some God's work. I love you.
Something there, isn't there? Truly amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. It's really marvellous, and I would like to hear more about your experiences when you go to see.
Okay.
And what happens and how he is able to help.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Smith,
I just wanted to say that you have an amazing story, and thank you so much for sharing it with all of us. Cancer is a very, very vicious disease, and it kills so many people. But I strongly agree with the young woman that said that you're still here because you have a purpose. So continue to share your story, because there are women out here, and men, that would really benefit from hearing what you have to say. And it's funny because we were just talking about angels yesterday, and I was telling you that I believe in angels. This is just my personal,
showing up at the hospital.
my personal belief. And that nurse you spoke of, that no one knew existed. It's amazing how God will send someone to watch over us when we're going through the most difficult times of our lives. So you just keep doing what you're doing, keep spreading your love and sharing God's joy with people throughout the world. You have an amazing story.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't find that nurse, but I remember her eyeballs. That's the only way that if I have to recognize her, it would just be from her eyeballs. And she definitely was from the Caribbean because I recognize the accent.
I just want to, I'm very touched. Your story has brought me to tears. I've been fighting back the tears. It is such a beautiful story, and definitely you have a higher purpose to help people in need to believe in the power of miracles. And I've heard of John of God many times before. He actually healed Dr. Wayne Dyer of leukemia. And he's very well known around the world. And now you, as a part of his family now, can pass that on, your experience, to others, to give them hope. There's two things I wanted to ask you, because your story touched me in three ways. First of all, on illness and the power of thoughts, because I was diagnosed with diabetes in November, and I was very healthy.